when she was welfare girl.
That's the thing. She's going to pretend she went all of her education up until the middle of high school. She's going to pretend she went to private schools.
No, she did not.
And while also simultaneously being welfare girl.
Yeah, this is a lie.
Because she's so fancy. She is a proper bougie woman.
Yeah.
But guys, you have to remember, Foodie. I need that backing track that I might still have it somewhere. Hold, please. Talk to the chat.
Uh-oh. Foodie's copying Amber Lynn. Did Amber say she went to private school? I don't remember anybody saying they went to private school. She stole FFG's story. Is that FFG's story? I didn't know she went to private school either. FFG confirmed she didn't because Shannon, her ex-friend, went to school with her and doesn't recall any of this. Interesting. Yeah, Shannon would have also been at private school, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Private schools went on welfare, and now she is saying her dad was in the picture when she said he wants nothing to do with her. Oh, geez, Louise. What is wrong with this woman?
All right, you ready?
Okay.
Just some of the dumbest shit.
Oh, my God.
Foodie. We have to keep in mind that our Foodie is a young, well-respected, mild-mannered, attractive Middle Eastern woman who has lived the life of privilege and luxury up until this point, when now she donates most of her money to the poor and needy.
Her husband.
Her husband is a rich, handsome, non-shit-loving entrepreneur who owns a business and has many fancy cars and domiciles.
Oh, boy.
I should put that on the soundboard. Okay, let's get into this. One warning.
Okay. You want me to move my cuppy? Why do you hate my cup?
I just hate that it's right in front of what I need to be seeing.
Well, don't look over here.
Right in front of it. We'll do 0.5. 2.5.
Hello, Foodie Booty.
Foodie Booty.
So, you need a birthday gift idea for someone's...
Why are you... She's going through her, webcam microphone.
I need a birthday gift idea for my husband.
Special, don't ya? Tired of giving your
Yes,
hard-earned
I do,
dollars
Chantel.
to more greedy corporations?
Chantel is the greediest of corporations.
Is Chantel not the greedy corporation? There's Disney.
There's more greedy corporations than her. She's not that greedy.
Well, if you decide to get a cameo from Foodie Beauty, you should know that you're giving your money to a well-educated Middle Eastern woman who hath no qualm with giving money back to the needy. Droth for 777. How does one get their info to you if you don't have the twit? If they don't have the twit, do you have an email? I do indeed. But Discord is probably going to be the best way to do it. The email should be on the channel page, though. Thank you, Droth.
I just noticed this says cameos can be birthday or special occasion gifts or a private video for yourself.
A private video.
A private video for me to you that you can keep forever.
Full of the highest class Middle Eastern cuisine. From the most upscale establishments, I will eat it all in front of you.
Let's face it, who really wants another 3-wick candle or a...
So, to answer your question, Discord, yes, and Droth, welcome as new stream boss.
I don't know, a label maker or something. The point is...
I would rather have a
get
candle
cameo,
or a
man.
label maker
I'll say happy
than a
birthday.
cameo from Foodie Booty.
I would too, actually. I have literally no use for either one of those things, but those would hold more value to me than a cameo from Foodie Beauty.
Yes.
Birthday? The best part is, they get to keep the personalized video forever.
And I get to keep the label maker forever too.
Artemedia, yikes. Pray for me, y'all crying over my keyboard. What happened to your keyboard? Oh, no. If you
Uni?
bang on it, it might work again.
I think they're talking about how funny we are.
You think so?
Well, I know they're talking about how funny the Middle Eastern Chantel, the most educated woman in the history of the world, is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Check it out. Just click the link below.
Hi guys, salam alaikum. Welcome back to another video.
Salam alaikum.
By the way, look at this skinny queen, a dainty 323 whatever pounds.
Lies. 320 lies.
I've got 6 puppies available just in time for Sin's birthday puppy pile. Oh my god.
No puppies.
I would love a puppy pile.
No puppies.
Video. So it is like 10 a.m. here. Oh, it's like 11. So it's 11 here.
Oh, she's getting ready to go to bed.
It's bedtime.
I just had a shower, put on some clean pajamas, and I'm going to do a bit of skincare while I talk about my weigh-in and a bit of...
It's 11 a.m. She put on her pajamas.
Because she's getting ready to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
About little history about me, for those of you who don't know.
So she took a shower and then put on her dirty...
She's doing Amber.
Yeah.
I showered today, guys.
I totally shower.
Totally take showers, guys.
And we had a hi guys right off the bat. And I'm going to count that fucking cameo as a fungal activity.
Okay.
So let's get into it. Yalla. So first thing I use on my skin a lot is rose water. It's really hydrating.
I thought you used that on your hair.
Rose water is good for everything.
Didn't she buy that to make her hair grow?
You know what rose water is actually for?
Well, it's okay for skin and hair.
But you know what it's actually for, though?
Putting in drinks?
Baking.
Oh, okay.
So I just kind of take a bit.
That is for skin.
It's kind of messy, but I just kind of
it's
put
messy
it all over my face because I love that like refreshing sense of, you know, degrees outside, Celsius.
You're not outside. You're in your apartment with your 60-degree air conditioner.
Yeah, fucking 60 degree. Could you imagine?
No. It's 72 in here. I'm freezing to death.
That's why I put my pajamas right back on after I showered, you know, and got ready a bit because I don't feel like going out there right now in that weather. Okay, so
you don't go out there in that weather anyway.
No, she probably only goes out in the daytime when she has a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, and even then, probably not. You told me I was untouchable and you threatened me. I'm a good burb. Hey, man.
You're no threat. Why are you no threat? Why are you
first
threatening Mommy Ikes?
The weigh-in, which I'll put here.
334 pounds, my ass.
334. Fuck off.
She's so full of shit.
Which is, yeah, you can see here. I won't remember it off the top of my head. But, so.
330, you know when she was actually 334? When she was on cocaine and Ozempic.
Yeah.
That's when she was 334.
Yep.
You want to take a look at what she looked like at 334?
Okay. I would like for her to stand up now so we could see how giant her belly is and see that she's a lie.
This is what she actually looked like at 334. I gotta scroll back.
Oh, yeah, you gotta go way back. Yeah, Mommy Ikes is a good bird. I don't know why she would be in trouble. She's the best bird mom. That's true. Why are we all
spawned some retard kids, though.
No, she did such thing. The weight of one sugarfoot, please. Oh no, Alicia, your town is trashed by tornadoes. That's terrible.
Terrible.
That's terrible. Ah, maybe Poltergeist. She can't stand up because she lost her legs. That's why she's 335.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Why are we all chirping? Why are we chirping, guys? I'm confusion.
This is about when she was 335.
No, I'm trying to find.
This is about when?
Food in Montreal.
I don't even think she was 330 something here.
This is when she first put on the hijab.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So this is when she was in her 330s. This is when she put on the hijab. And this is her now.
She's bigger now.
It's undeniable.
She's denying it.
It's not deniable to an educated human.
She is the most educated human.
So I'm down like 15 kgs right now total because like the.
So what? That's like she's claiming 30-something pounds lost in a week.
She's alive.
Last time I weighed in at the doctor's, I was 166, and now I'm 151 something. So that's actually the lowest I've been in a while. You know, and yes, you know, being sick kind of gave me a boost because I didn't eat for a few days, but I've been eating pretty normally.
Oh, she's back to eating like normal. She'll put it right back on.
Oh, yeah. Can we get a... yeah, I'll do an official X'd out on that.
On the scale?
Yeah, I think we can officially X'd out that.
Yep.
I think that's pretty safe. Birds in the chat for Mad Yikes. I don't know why she's bitching.
I wonder if she's just like putting random stuff around the house on the scale, like filling up her suitcase and just setting it on the scale and pretending that's how much she weighs. Like taking out one piece of clothes for each weigh-in.
For a few days now. So yeah, so that is good. I hope that I can, you know, maintain. I feel like I've, you know, lost like the way some t-shirts fit me are baggier than before. So, you know, I'm not obsessed with numbers on the scale, but I'll weigh myself like maybe next week or something. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe before that. Oh, that's refreshing. Okay, now I'm gonna put my moisturizer. So that's my weigh-in for today, and today's Tuesday. I think the 28th.
This is an edited video.
Yes, it is.
So
this isn't a live stream.
While I do this, I always put my lip plumper lip gloss on. Yeah. Because it takes time to, you know, work around. I don't think I'm going to put very much makeup.
This is an edited video.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's take a... what is...
on or anything like that.
I have type 2 diabetes and I need to lose 200
using
pounds
Peace
naturally.
From Lush.
Read the tags off here.
We have Foodie Booty, Kuwait, Canadian in Kuwait, expat life, Kuwait tourism. But none of those things are happening. Weight loss journey, also not happening. Weight loss, losing 200 pounds naturally.
Ha!
Woman over 40. Arabic breakfast. Jarish, hummus, Middle East. Kuwait summer heat. Hottest country in the world.
Oh my
vlog,
God.
Health vlog. Women's health. Type 2 diabetes. Kidney disease.
Whoa.
Muslim revert. Weigh in. Kidney disease.
Kidney disease is in the tags?
Yep. Whatever can get her a click.
Kidney disease.
Mm-hmm.
And the topics are health and lifestyle.
And apparently she's just going to be eating, according to the comments here. And they're telling her stop eating.
Stop eating. Jeez.
I like this one more. It's kind of like for summer because it's kind of cooling. Like it has like a aloe in it, cocoa butter, almond. So, and then I tend to use my Skin Shangri-La in the evening more.
What are you doing, Biggie?
Hi, Eve. Are you a big girl?
Can we get a woo?
Tell Dad.
Can we get a woo?
Tell him.
You can't have a cookie, but can I have a woo?
Have a cookie. Say woo, Dad. Give us a cookie.
No.
Give us a cookie, Dad. Tell him. Give us a cookie. Give us a cookie. Give us a cookie.
I don't know.
Say give us a cookie.
So it's very thick. I'm just gonna put that on.
Oh, I two paws. Thank you.
So last time I did a live, I talked French. There's a few times I've talked French, like here and there.
I talked French.
Talked
French.
Hey, what do you do with that cookie? No, Mom cookie. Jeez Louise. She wants that cookie.
She talked French.
You've talked French just now.
Not, I spoke in French, nothing like that. I talked French.
And people are like surprised. Like, there's some new people, right? Like my channel's growing, mashallah. Like
The smartest woman on the internet. I done talked French once.
Slowly but surely. And people are surprised that I can talk French.
I'm growing slowly but surely. Your waistline is, but your subscribers have not budged from 101 in almost 3 months. I'm growing slowly but surely. My channel is growing. Not a single new measurable growth in 3 months. From 1,000 something a day to nothing.
French.
Lap, oh yikes, I think you mean you can talk French? Yeah, wasn't she like well, she went to major in English, but she dropped out after like 2 weeks in university.
Well, school's hard for a private school kid.
I think that's honestly all. I don't even feel like putting eye makeup on. I don't. Just feel like being clean and fresh today.
Only hug your dog, not your wife. Be a man.
Just Jill, howdy sins. I talk gooder than Chantel.
That's true.
That's not that hard of a feat. But what is a feat of talent? What gets my wiener hard is that we're like halfway. was trying to keep my hard wiener and feet out of the same sentence.
Oh, jeez Louise.
But we're like halfway. Nicely done, guys. We got to pay for this tuition.
Anyway,
She
so I
had a
thought I
big
could
old
talk a
chunk
bit
on
about
her
like,
nose she didn't rub in.
my growing up history a little bit, like where that comes from. And yeah, so my elementary school went from like kindergarten to grade 8. And
As most schools do.
excuse me. I went to my mother put me in a French Catholic school. So we only
So this is a blatant fucking lie. The girl who claimed to be welfare girl their entire life growing up is now claiming to have gone to a French private school in Canada.
Oh, she's very fancy.
Well,
Her mother is very wealthy.
babe, when you have lived the life one foodie beauty has, you cannot tell her that she is not a French Middle Eastern woman. She is 50% French and 50% Middle Eastern. Hey, oh, we did get a new stream boss. Nice. I would count that fucking pausing as oh my god content. No shrekking, one squeeing, no clubs, no mic, no cops, no goal, lighter noises. Farts in the chat. No farts, and we'll get the rest of that.
only spoke French. We were taught French right from kindergarten. I even think pre-K was French. So
I didn't say I went to pre-K, but pre-K was definitely in French too.
I was put
I think
into
she's
from grade
lying.
1 to grade 8, like intensive French Catholic strict school, where we only started learning English stuff like in grade 4.
So,
Because if that were the case, she would speak more French than English.
yeah, she would be more
like,
fluent in French too.
right. She would like have French accent speaking English.
And not only that, but that implies that she didn't talk until she was 4 or 5.
Right. She learned to speak in French.
Kindergarten. Oui, oui. Foodie can barely speak French. How could she go to a French private school in Quebec?
Good question.
Didn't she grow up in Ottawa?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What happened to being welfare girl while all the kids made fun of you
Right,
for wearing dumb shit to school?
Yeah, if she was at a Catholic private school, surely she would have been wearing a Catholic school uniform, not the teal silk shirt that everyone made fun of her for wearing in school.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. Oh, hell no. She wasn't welfare girl. She was welfare girl. She had all the fanciest clothing.
And it was like a lesson a day. It wasn't, you know.
Yeah, she grew up in Cornwall.
We would get in trouble if we were heard speaking English in the hallways. It was really strict, like Catholic, because like my teacher was called Sœur Louise, like Sister Louise, you know, like a nun.
Well, her teacher had a name that sounds like a nun, so definitely it was Catholic school.
Yeah, my 9th grade math teacher, Sister Baker.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nuns, and it was attached to a church. It was called Sainte Croix.
It was called St. Croix.
I think she's lying.
Can we? Okay, hold on. Let me get a 1 in the chat, or not a 1 in the chat. Let me start the poll. Let's start the poll. Let your viewers weigh in. Is she a lie? Yes, no. Bang. And while you take a look at that poll, please smash the like button, share it out, all that fun stuff. Slabs is down below. We need to pay for this healthcare. God damn it. She just looks so unhealthy. We need to pay for this private school tuition. We have over 400 people watching and 90 likes.
That doesn't matter at all.
That isn't even close to math.
What is happening?
That's not even a little bit of math.
Everyone is getting summer school this year
École élémentaire.
at French Catholic summer
Yeah.
school for all of you if you don't do your homework.
In LaCroix Summer School.
Like a nun. And it was nuns, and it was attached to a church. It was called Sainte Croix. École élémentaire Sainte Croix. Je vais vous rencontrer.
That doesn't even sound remotely French.
It's like she's just
It
making
sounds
it
like
up.
a hick trying to talk in French. Yeah, that's St. Lacroix down there. Yeah, them kids are over there at the St. Lacroix stirring shit up.
Une petite histoire de ma vie. And it was like right attached to
FFG said this school is a lie. Chantel already said she went to a different school.
Right, and she went to school with Shannon. Shannon knows where she went to school. Yeah, and why would you even put out lies like this when they're so easily disproven?
church.
God.
And we would have to go to mass.
Northern Les said she got the sack once from a job because she lied and said she could speak French when she couldn't.
Oh, no.
I'm sure. That was probably in one of the old stories. Those are deleted. That didn't happen.
According to Google, St. Lacroix is a former church in Cornwall. Can't find anything about it being a school, though.
Confession, you know, the Ash Wednesday.
Wasn't there a stream when Foodie went to a bakery that only spoke French and she couldn't speak it? Then the employees spoke broken English, what Foodie wanted?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but she's so fluent in French.
That was during Crackhead Olympics when she was stalking Natter in Montreal. I remember that, and she got pissed off because they didn't speak English.
Oh, jeez.
Quiet, you.
She wants more cookies, Dad. More cookies.
The ash on your forehead. Communion, everything. So, I know I'm Muslim now, but I was raised, you know, Catholic.
I thought you were raised...
I'm Muslim now. Do you see this thing on my head?
She said she was raised Christian.
Oh, she lies.
My parents weren't strict, like religious or anything, but... So, not only that, but my dad is French, pure French Canadian. He showed me...
I don't know why I'm even, like, getting annoyed by her lies. What is rule number 1?
Lies. Foodie lies.
Foodie lies.
Our family tree once, and, like, if you go right back to...
It's the same to her. Catholic and Christian are not the same in education nor in sacraments. They are two different things. They are under the same umbrella, but they are not the same. If you went to a Christian school, if you went to a Catholic school, that's two different things.
If she went to Catholic school, she would know that.
Yes.
Like, you know, the 1600s, 1700s. I think, like, just historically, there's, like, people named Napoleon in our lineage. Okay, so I'm French.
Oh, she's related to Napoleon.
So, her dad...
She looks like Napoleon.
Her dad, who was a...
I can't.
According to her, a raging alcoholic who wanted nothing to do with her, was French Canadian. So that means Foodie speaks French.
She's a descendant of Napoleon. That's why she's so short.
My grandfather, you know, Sarro is like a specifically French Canadian name. Like, if you look up Sarro, it's French Canadian. My dad's last name is very French. My grandfather, that's where that comes from. So that's the French in my family. And my grandmother's side, no, they're English. They're Irish.
Okay.
So in elementary school, I learned French, you know. Now at home, I didn't speak it because my mom didn't speak. She spoke very basic French, but she wanted me to have that.
So she didn't speak it at home because her mom didn't speak it.
Yeah. But her dad was French. So
and
she's
he
French.
taught it to her when he abandoned her. And when was she going to the school when she was in the group home?
I thought the group home was when she was a teenager, when her mother kicked her out.
Yeah, you can be a teenager and still in like 8th grade.
8th grade
or
is
high
what,
school.
13?
It's 13, 14.
Ninth grade is 14?
Something like that.
I think she said she was like 16 when her mom kicked her out.
Then she said she went to a fucking Catholic high school too. Well, she's going to say that.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
watch this.
That because in Ontario, it's usually easier to find a job if you're bilingual. So.
Bandit, we're in the middle of a show, man. She'll check the Twitter eventually. You don't have to keep spamming it over and over. Jesus Christ, dude, relax.
I'll look in a minute, Bandit.
Thanks, me. Anyways, so then after grade 8, grade 9, it was when you go to high school during my time. So there wasn't like a middle school. So then I went for a little bit in high school to La Citadelle, which is like the French high school in Cornwall, Ontario. And they were very strict. They were Catholic and they were very strict. Like if they heard you speaking.
So a private Catholic school that did the same thing that the elementary school did.
Why would you make this up? What would possess you to just come on the internet and be like, make up an entire fake life?
I saw a screenshot and it was taken from Kiwi Farm, so I saw it on Twitter. said in the first two or whatever, however many minutes in the story, she says the word French about 63 times.
She wants to sound very fancy. Well, remember the last video when she, how do you say that word in English? Pretend I'm a Frenchie.
Ticket.
Yeah.
So, it is very important to remember. She went from being a French woman in Canada to being a Muslim woman in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. She is a woman of many cultures.
You know what she's not, though? She's not a plain old boring white Canadian. That's what she's not.
No.
Don't think I'm a boring white Canadian.
Never.
I am a fancy French Muslim woman. That's what she's doing right
in the
now.
hallway,
Yes.
you can get in trouble. So I'm just going to let my moisturizer absorb into my face. So, yeah, I didn't like that, the curriculum too, like the teachings were very like intense. It was a hard school. And
Well, you think you might be a little smarter than if that were the case instead of some fucking public school education like the rest of us plebs got.
Poltergeist said, I found an interesting old news article about that school that says it didn't start using French and teaching it until 2004.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. She's my age. She would have been graduated in, 2002? She'd have been out of high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I only had one
Foodie.
friend who went there because she was very French. So
Yeah, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Oh, I followed all the rest of my friends who were like, come to St. Lawrence, come to St. Lawrence. So from Citadel, I went to St. Lawrence, but that's when my French education pretty much stopped. I don't remember if I took a French class in high school. I really don't. I don't remember exactly all the classes I took, but mandatory French at St. Lawrence, no, it's an English public school. So, excuse me.
I'm pretty sure she's lying because FFG said her French sucks ass. I can't speak French. It sounds like nothing to me, but I can hear the way that she talks, and I know I've heard French people speak in French or even Quebecois French. It sounds like she's doing, have you ever heard an annoyingly white person read out Spanish words? If you had
when I say tortillas.
Yeah, she sounds like that.
Me? So my history in French is basically just I went to a very intensive French.
Look at the closest blonde woman the next time you go to a Mexican restaurant and listen to them order something off the menu.
Elementary school. So growing up, when you're a child, that's the best time, you're to learn a language is what they say. So I think it's up to 10 years old. So in my childhood years, that's when my brain was shaped and I learned French, and it just always.
I thought she just said that's the first language she spoke.
She spoke English at home and did a French class in elementary school. That's not your first language. Your first language is the English that you spoke at home.
Yeah,
not
she made
the
it sound
class that you took in elementary school.
She made it sound like she learned how to speak in preschool.
Right. That's where she learned how. So she can't. So sometimes I can't remember how to say the words in English. That's not your first language, Chantel. Even from this story, French is not your first language.
Stuck with me. It just always stuck with me.
Light on, please.
I never really practiced at home, and I don't really use it now either. So it's rusty for me. And
right. So why are you forgetting how to say words in English?
If
anyone else notice her head's turning square? More rectangle, but I do see your point.
Somebody's talking to me in French, I'll understand what they say. 100%.
Except for that time you went to the bakery and didn't understand what they were saying.
She was fucking triggered by that too. And by the way, guys, Miss Sin still needs to catch a Shrek and a fart.
But
boy,
that new fart is top tier.
Words, I might struggle with finding if I'm trying to hold a big conversation or something.
Well, ordering food is a big conversation.
Yes.
You had to fucking get a translator.
Do a French lecture, but in French they say je me débrouille. I get on. I can do it. If I had to travel or something, and yeah, I can still. I'm pretty fluent in French. It's always stuck with me, and because the French they taught us was proper French. you know,
It was kindergarten French. You learned how to say cat, dog, tree,
Bathroom.
colors. Like you learned the basics of French. Shut up.
in an educational institution. So yeah, I learned French that way. So not only that, but my family, like especially on my dad's side and my grandfather, my mom's dad.
That you never had anything to do with because according to you, your own words, your dad dropped you and your mom because she tried to trap him with you.
Ooh, whoopsie.
Growing up.
Oh, the poll is in. Is she a la? 98% yes, 1% no.
Susan believes her.
With had a lot of influence in my life. They were tout français. His family was very French. So anytime we would go visit, like my aunt, you know, my aunt Florette passed away. May she rest in peace. She would always like speak only French. Like she didn't know any, and my cousins didn't know any.
This is the first time she has ever mentioned any of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know what? She never talked about anybody on her dad's side before, so it's like a completely clean slate of people over there she can make up.
Yep.
English. So I remember us going to like
she has only
my
friends and family that love and care about her.
Mm-hmm.
She just made them up right now.
grandfather's chalet in like the Laurentians. When he had his chalet, and it was like winter, and I was like I had like an emergency kind of. I was playing with my cousins, and they buried me in some snow. We were like kind of burying each other in snow, and I had trouble getting out. And I was like,
we were burying each other in snow.
Is she going to say that she was speaking in French and they didn't understand her?
I bet she's going to say well, I do know what she's going to say, actually.
Trapped in the snow and calling out in French and no one could save her?
you know,
English, probably.
trying to vocalize.
This side of the family, her family, you know. God damn it.
What are you doing?
Hold on.
What are you doing?
This side of her family. They only spoke French on that side of the family. That is where the very upper crust people come from in the foodieverse.
That I'm like in trouble, and they didn't understand what I was saying. But yeah, I don't think like I was pretty young, so at that point I didn't really know, I guess, or while I was panicking, I didn't think how to say it in French, like oussecours, like.
Oh, look, I can say it in French. I was panicking, but I couldn't think of how to say it. But I can say it. Look, sacroy.
Oh, I guess, or while I was panicking, I didn't think
This side of the family is not white trash like that Yikes family. We, the Pondus over here, look down on those types of people in this neighborhood. Pink know me. I forget words in English all the time. However, unlike Foodie, I am conversational in 5 languages because of my work. When
fancy.
I forget a word, I don't spit the Spanish, Czech, Hebrew word until someone guesses it. I poorly describe it like Tauntaun on TikTok. You wild beef it. That's what we call it, wild beef. It's my favorite game. Damn, we are just about halfway. Thank you, Pink Know Me. We're almost halfway there.
how to say it in French, like oussecours, like allez.
Oussecours.
She's already sweating.
She already sweating. Like she's fucking pouring.
She's sweaty Betty.
Playing wild beef in 5 languages. That's the next jungle challenge.
Trouver d'aide ou quelque chose comme ça. Like I didn't think, you know, I didn't have.
Not only is help pretty universal, I'm dying body language should kind of give it off too.
Right. Her cousins just didn't want to help her, so they pretended they didn't understand.
Yeah, they probably just wanted to bury as unlikely as this story is, considering she has never mentioned these people before, ever. They probably just wanted to, you bury the fat one.
Have that in my brain at the time, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's true. Like, you know, like, I don't remember what my level of French was back then, but it was, yeah. So my family, like, all that to say,
oh my God.
It should have been fluent and expertise, considering you were in an all-French teaching school from the time you were 4.
You would think.
I put snow over her head.
Family is, there's a very French side. You know, Sato is very French-Canadian. Even if I go anywhere and
Oh, that's a good question. Did one of her cousins get tied up in some curtains but can only speak in French?
it's bilingual, or if I go to Quebec and they're like, you know, what's your name? And I say Chantal Sarro, they're like, en français? You know, they always
No.
ask me if I want to speak French because they think that I'm French. And it's like, no, you know.
So you should be like, oui, I'm very fluent in French, as you can hear by my name and the dad I never knew.
My mom was English and I didn't really speak it at home. So, but yeah.
Just rub that sweat into your face. There you go.
Sin, just wanted to say I am devouring the first law. I'm halfway through before they are hanged after a week and a half. I'm loving it. They are not boring. I'm very happy you suggested them, and King Killer was great too. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Those are a couple of my favorite books.
Oh, you're reading The Boring and the Boring. Yeah.
No taste.
Boring. Boring and the boring.
Thank you, Joseph. I'm glad you're enjoying
Well,
it.
he's a boy. Boys like boring things.
It's like melting now that it's like getting hotter.
Spoiler? No, no spoilers, sir. That's the name of the first book before they are hanged.
The Boring and the Boring.
On my face.
Before they were
But
boring.
this stuff is
they were
really
boring.
good. It'll make your skin so smooth. I swear. Yeah.
Just rubbing in this.
No, Before the Hanged is the second book. It's the name of the book, not the spoiling.
Blemishes, but rosacea. So anyways, that's a little bit of my history, in case you didn't know. I'm pretty sure I've told this story a million times. But
Literally
it seems
never
every time
ever
I
told
talk
the
French,
story.
people are like surprised that I know French. Like I went to a French school.
First one of the summer. That's disgusting and not a Shrek. PP LePoo for 13. Mon ami.
Camp said, I didn't know they taught French in special ed.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, goodness.
School my entire elementary life until I was 13. So that's when your brain is learning languages, you know? So
I thought she just said when you're young is what. Well, it is true. When you're young, your brain learns. It's easier to learn a language when you're a child.
Like an actual child, not elementary school.
Yeah, not 13
You're
years old.
learning your words when you're like 2, 3.
anyway, yeah. And that's it, I guess. And that's
If
my
you're
way in.
late to special ed class, do they still call you tardy?
I think they should.
That's when your brain is learning languages, you know? So
Chantal was tardy
anyway,
every day.
It still is.
yeah. And that's it, I guess. And that's my way in, so I will try to keep up. I've just been
So we're all in agreement that whole fucking story was just a big load of bollocks, as the British would say.
Yes, it was.
That,
She said people in the
Gaslight.
comments were so surprised that I was speaking French. No, they weren't surprised that you were speaking French. They were surprised that you were pretending not to know how to say a word in English. That was the surprising part, to watch you
eating.
pretend.
What have I been eating? I haven't been cooking yet. I'm not, like, I'm just starting to feel normal. Excuse me. So yeah, it's gonna take me a bit.
I was a special ed, aka RSP. No, they only teach American and Spanglish.
Bit longer, maybe another, few days to a week, to just reorganize everything in my life here and get up and try again, So I've just been eating a lot of fruit, like really juicy, hydrating, like things that are hydrating, like a lot of salads, a lot of fatouche,
Those very hydrating salads.
She loves salads.
a lot. There's this trio of beans. I think
Beans?
it's,
Beans?
Beans.
Beans?
Beans.
Beans?
She likes a trio of beans.
Beans.
All those beans right there.
Beans. That's a trio right there. You got the brown ones and the purple ones and the wrinkly ones.
Iranian style.
Okay, I know the rest of this gets pretty boring, so we're gonna 1.75 it.
The breakfast, where it's like
It made a difference.
Breakfast
large pot of
beans?
beans.
Ew.
No, this is where I break with the Brits. No breakfast beans.
No, we're not having beans for
Peas
breakfast.
plain, like in like this water, and then this like other one that they
Peas
make
aren't beans. Are peas beans?
I believe they are legumes.
Spinach? I don't know. It's so good.
Actually, just after this video, Sala brought me breakfast, and it was the exact foods I was just talking about. Ooh.
It's a fancy beanie breakfast.
Well,
Actually, Salah brought back breakfast, and these are...
when you're a Middle Eastern woman like Chantel is, and you have a doting, attractive, totally faithful husband, you should know that he will just bring you breakfast.
Beans in bed.
You have elegant breakfast parties with your loving, rich husband.
The beans I was talking about. So this is just like, they call it hummus, which is just, you know, you think of hummus as a sauce, but it's actually just the chickpeas.
Chickpeas?
Yeah.
We call it nahi.
Nefi?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one
I just want to take that whole plate and...
Why was there one mismatched bean in there?
is food? No.
Bajilla.
Bajilla?
Yeah.
They're huge. They're huge like beans. And this is like my favorite. This is
Ash.
ash. It smells like there's greens in there.
A salad drops off those beans and runs, because that house is going to stink all day.
Yeah, you'd fucking dip the fuck out.
Feed your
Onion.
beans for
Yeah, a
breakfast.
bunch
What's
of
the matter
beans.
with
I
your
don't know.
salad?
It's delicious. And this is javish.
She is on 1.75, by the way.
So there's chicken, and it's like some kind of like wheat grains that they use. I've never tried this yet. I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try now.
Yeah, but
Can you go in here? Put
These
some
all look
javish.
like fatty foods that a woman
Yeah,
who's working on her weight loss diet should not be
Oh, guys,
eating a piece of bread the size of her whole body.
that
Here
that
we
is
go.
a giant.
But you just break them apart. I know you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
If I eat breakfast, otherwise I usually just have like one main meal where it's like I'll have like a lot of salad.
Oh, shut up.
What's
shut
the
up.
difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I've never paid $500 for a garbanzo bean on my face.
Oh,
a little bit
my
of chicken
God.
and
Ham
some
and
rice. Like,
beans.
I've been eating rice every single day. Not maybe like a quarter of what I would normally eat. Maybe even less than that.
Nice try, Susan. Came in late.
And that's been
Good
that's been
choices.
satisfying and filling. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens when the cravings come back. But I have like this like.
So she
raisin
said, hold on a minute. She said she's been eating this bean trio for breakfast every day, right?
Yes.
And then she also just said she only eats one meal a day, not breakfast. She just has salads and then dinner. So what is it? Are we eating beans for breakfast every day, or are we just picking on salad until dinner time only?
Yes.
We're doing all of the things.
Yes.
Okay.
for like I
Whatever is the most food is what she's doing.
dare it to come back. You know, like I dare it to come back and ask me to eat pot pie. I swear.
Next video is going to be pot pie or some shit.
Should be.
Do it. Ask me. Craving.
Make pot
Go on
pie.
cravings. Ask me to eat pot pie and see what happens to you. You're gonna get the biggest F you know. I'm not even like the thought of that doesn't even appeal to me right now, honestly.
Oh, she does want to rage. She went on a couple community tab rages already.
Oh boy.
So we'll see. I've just been craving more natural food, and I think I'm gonna when I do start cooking again, I'm gonna be like planning what kind of things. Like I think really high volume, like vegetable, like just a huge stock pot of soup that I love because I've been eating lentils
Rage
and vegetable
bean,
soup every day.
rage.
Throw a bunch of vegetables, lentils, and just blend it. I love it. Cheese sauce. I found a hack for cheese sauces. I'm gonna just make like for one meal just like a huge thing of broccoli and like I don't know if you guys know, like a long time back I tried this recipe and it was really good. It's the cheese sauce and it's mixed.
Okay. Yeah, we know. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm trying to stay away from things that are really, really high fat, saturated fat, like creams and butters and stuff like that. So
You can't afford it right now because you missed like a quarter of your last paycheck. We're done with
She's
Foodie.
just talking about eating cheese sauce, and now she's like, I'm staying away from things that are a lot of fat.
We're done with Foodie. I just
This
wanted
is
to cover the fake Frenchness.
Disaster.
Oh, she is a disaster waiting to happen. Where the hell is that? There, I'll just go over here, go like that. Go boop.
Good
All
job.
right. We're gonna move on to Amber now.